Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's Worimi, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. And I wonder if I've done that because I'm thinking about some certain body doubles in Russia. Okay, entertainment only. What I want to have a look at in this reading is that there is some interesting stuff going down around the world, behind the scenes. So, where do I start with this? Felon45 put out on his Untruth Social and on his newly named Twitter account. I refuse to call that platform by whatever it's called now. He posted this, an AI generated video, part of which was showing him and Netanyahu sunbaking on the Gaza Strip, sipping a couple of martinis with their shirts off. You know, it wasn't them really, because otherwise it would be big fat white pasty people. But you know what I mean, their heads have been put on. He posted this. This wasn't a mocking at him. This wasn't someone having a niggle at him. He posted this video. If you want to see it, Adam Mockler, Mockley, young fella. He has about a 7-minute clip on YouTube dissecting this video. So go and have a look for it if you want to have a look. But what's happening behind the scenes in regards to this? Where do I absolutely start? Rubio is, I believe, tomorrow your time, meeting with, I believe, perhaps the Saudi foreign minister, I'm not quite sure, in Washington to discuss Syria, Lebanon, and Gaza. Okay, interesting. He has at the same time cancelled a meeting with the European Union Commission representatives, saying there's a clash of schedules. Oh, that's really interesting. And can't even read my own writing of what I've noted there. Oh yeah, that's cancelling scheduled meeting. Okay, sorry. I should have been a doctor. Don't ever send my handwriting to Cash Peters. He will have an absolute breakdown trying to understand it. Now, going back in time, what happened was Marco Rubio flew across to Saudi Arabia, yay, to engage in peace negotiations with the US and Russia. Strange, Ukraine wasn't invited. So he was over there on the 17th of February. On the 18th of February, he met the Russian foreign minister in Saudi Arabia, and all was happy, glory days, etc. And then he flew back to Washington. So I had a look at his schedule to see where he was. On the 19th of February, he met the UAE president, so he was still over in Saudi. But then on the 20th, he was Washington briefings, 21st, back in the USA with meetings, 24th, 25th meetings, 26th cabinet. So he's in Washington. We know what's happening. And he flew back to Washington. I'm not sure whether it was the 19th or 20th, before or after those briefings, because the schedule didn't really say where he was. On the 22nd, so he flew in, oh yeah, rah, the US and Russia have come up with a peace plan, tough bickies Ukraine, give yourself up, you know, that sort of thing. And we'll take all your minerals and Russia can have all your land, you know, that sort of agreement. On the 22nd, mere days after Rubio left, there was an informal meeting of Arab leaders in Saudi Arabia. There was no forewarning about this. There was no media releases about this. The only thing that's come out is a photograph showing leaders and foreign ministers, etc., from Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Jordan, and Egypt. And they got together and discussed what they would like to do for the region, and the US wasn't invited. Tough pickies, ouchie. And the US didn't even know what was going on. And what they were doing is they were discussing the future of Gaza. And apparently their plan that they have brought forward is to create a safe Palestinian area within Gaza, Israel, somewhere there. for the Palestinians to reside in, while Egypt and the international community cleared the land and rebuilt Gaza for the Palestinians. Wow. Okay. That's got to hit, because that don't go with the video that Trumpy put out yesterday. And as I split my deck using the Gilded Tarot Royale, there's a truth coming out, and it's a peace plan truth, and the sword of truth, and the peace. Is that a big up yours? I think it might be, considering Rubio was literally there days before, knew nothing about it. They just let him la 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 along, knew nothing about it, and he thought he was all that and the special, the special Duncan biscuit. He was all that and thought he was a Tim Tam. He's turned out to be a Wheaton biscuit, not even a chocolate Wheaton. So let's have a look. Oh, and for those that were wondering what glad rags means, it's your good going out clothes. So I was having a laugh. Danny was having a laugh about the fact that Lena and I are getting together, and he said, "Does it come with a dictionary to interpret the Aussie slang?" Oh man, it's going to be Holy Crumbs and Snark Queen. That's going to be hilarious. Anyhow, so let's have a look. I don't even know where to go. Let's have a look at the energy. I'm going to do a slightly different spread. The energy behind this information. The Saudis informal, they called it a brotherly gathering. What is happening is the rest of the world are uniting. Not necessarily together, but uniting in their various sectors against Felon 45 and his regime. Now, I'm really sorry for those in the US that are struggling because of what is happening. If you know anything about the fourth turning, you know that this is the fourth turning out of the four cycles, where it is basically a tearing down of all that does not work, all that was cobbled together on unstable foundations that had band-aids holding it together, tearing down so better and new can be rebuilt. And what is happening is that, and this is, I'm just going to put it out there, this was Trump's life contract, was to tear down, was to expose the loopholes, expose the failings, expose the corruption, the opportunity that was presented to fix this was there back his first cycle around, but the lesson was not learnt. So therefore, what happens when a lesson isn't learnt, whether it's in our personal lives or whether it's in the bigger picture, we are forced and destined to repeat the lesson, but in a more forceful manner, that it cannot be ignored. And that's what's happening now. It cannot be ignored. And times are changing. As I split the deck, the wheel of fortune is turning. The rise of the feminine energy doesn't mean that it's female versus male. It just means the feminine energy is about compassion and community and caring. Politics of caring for people and caring for the planet. When did that make people so mad about actually caring about other people and about caring about having a healthy planet to live in? Sorry, I'll hop off my soapbox. However, can also be Russia. The wheel is turning, it's in decline. But I just think more this is about the birth of abundance, the birth of this new beginning. And birth is painful. Doesn't matter how you do it, whether it's the traditional method or whether it's through a cesarean or whatever. Birth is painful. And that's what the planet is going through at the moment. But birth is also uniting, as can be uniting as well. Okay, let's have a look at the energies of this brotherly gathering that are bringing about a plan. So it looks like Egypt would be the overseer of the international efforts to clear and rebuild Palestine, and I think $85 billion or something is what it's being estimated that it's going to cost. I wouldn't be surprised if it was at least double that. A billion isn't what it used to be. So let's have a look. However, when you're talking about military budgets in the trillions, 85 plus billion's not a huge amount. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So let's have a look. Show me the energies of this brotherly gathering and the plan that they came forward with. Come on down. Oh, double one, double one. Love an angel number. Okay. The current energy at the moment, Nine of Swords. It is a nightmare situation. No one is going to deny that. It is a nightmare situation. However, you have the Owl of Wisdom, the White Owl, coming quickly. So there's no denying that the truth of this situation is a nightmare. No easy fix. Okay. The second signifier is the Four of Swords. So we've got the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords. The Phoenix rising on the curtains in the background. The wounded warrior being forced to retreat, but the contemplative, and you've got the stained glass window here, so it is contemplative, it is a plan, a strategy. Wands for me are about plans, but swords are about strategies, and strategies using wisdom and truth and knowledge. The light is shining through the window on this wounded warrior and the phoenix rising. Okay, what's happening in the energies behind the scenes? A new path. A new path has been proposed. A new path forward. Two major arcana, the energy behind the scenes. Coming out of isolation and exposing the toxic snake in the path. Shining a light on the toxicity on the snake that is stopping this path forward. And we know who that is. There's a couple of them. Shining a light clearly on them. Boy, oh boy, I'm feeling Rubio got blindsided by this. Coming out of this Fool card, we've got the Ten of Cups. Unity, emotional completion, coming together. If you can hear some snorting, that's Bindi dog giving herself a back scratch on the rug. And coming out of the snake of the path, we have the manifestation, the ability to create this future going forward, the ability to create something better out of what is. Absolutely. Crowning this reading, King of Swords. Legal action potentially, or simply leadership, bringing forth this strategy, this wisdom, this knowledge, this truth. Remembering that Netanyahu is considered a war criminal in the International Criminal Court. Basically, he can travel to places like the United States and Russia and a couple of other smaller countries, some in South America, etc., who aren't signatories of the ICC, but this may be an ICC ruling. Okay, two big leadership cards. The karma hanging over this. Legal and action. Legal action physical, on-the-ground action, inspirational action, bringing forth the plan, bringing forth the strategy. Wow. Right. The opportunity, a new opportunity is being presented here. It'll take a lot of work behind the scenes to pull it all together. It's all about the destruction and then a rebuilding on more solid foundations. The fighting, the could be the destruction of the fighting. This is more an infighting card. I don't think it's infighting within the ranks of the Arab leaders. This is very much a throwing under the bus card. And a lot of positive information coming out really quickly, a lot of positive messaging with the dawn of a new day. And we've got homeland security and a new beginning, a new partnership that will be really emotional. I think they're going to pull it off. I really think they're going to pull it off. With this, I'm just looking at what's on the bottom. We've got defending the position against some backlash, but they've got, again, the stained glass window, the Justice card, the Ace of Pentacles, the strength of financing behind this, and the inspirational feminine energy as well, bringing forward a message about healing. I think they're going to pull this off. I mean, goodness me, who... And this is why I think, so I want to have a look at Rubio. So this happened on the 22nd. The news of this has only recently come out, or about the 22nd. So Rubio flew over there, blah, 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 talking heads. I don't think he listened much. They let him see what they wanted to let him see. He was involved in the US-Russia BS. It's already gone by the way. This informal brotherly gathering happened. I love it how they call it a gathering with these really powerful Arab countries. And lo and behold, after this information came out, all of a sudden, Rubio's cancelled a meeting with the EU Commission representative and is suddenly having a meeting with the Saudi security advisor, discussing Syria, Lebanon, and Gaza. So notably Syria and Lebanon weren't at this meeting, the brotherly gathering. This is interesting. So, Rubio. Did this take Rubio by surprise? Marco Rubio. This was not on his radar. Did this take Marco Rubio by surprise because it was not what he had thought, assumed was the go? This has taken Rubio by surprise. Come on down. Marco Rubio. Absolutely. The hidden agenda has been revealed. Absolutely, he was taken by surprise. Challenged by the depth of this plan, this rebuilding. And it's also the manipulation card, the rabbit out of the hat. Look at this, what this hand is doing while this hand is doing that over there. Yeah, I'm going to say he was blindsided by this at the foundation. Oh, 3 mages straight out of the pack. The energy that's stewing underneath all this is a rebalancing of the Middle East, a rebalancing of who is actually in control in the Middle East, and that's not the United States. This is about getting alchemy to get rid of the toxicity, about a coming together, about a moderation. Now, do not underestimate. MBS, we all know that he had a certain entertainment only, allegedly, journalist disposed of because he was coming out with a article with Kushner and MBS. Oh, so he's not necessarily someone you'd want to meet in a dark alley, but he's given a bit of a what for to the felon 45 in the past. So was Rubio taken by surprise? In the past, I think he was. I think he walked away from Saudi Arabia, not getting everything he wanted, but thinking he had pretty much all of what he wanted. So he walked away fairly confident in the past. 3 cups filled, so he didn't get everything he wanted, but 5 still upright. Crowning this reading, desperately trying to juggle the options to bring some sort of ship into safe harbour. At the moment, he's failing on the Russia-Ukraine front. He's failing on the Gaza-Israel front. He's not doing very well. He's really struggling to land one of these negotiations. He's finding himself in a storm, the water swilling around his feet. In the immediate future, I think he might throw his hands up in the air. He doesn't like anything that's on offer at the moment. I would not be surprised if he steps aside. Externally, emotionally overwhelming. Look at my poor little dog-eared cards. A new partnership beginning, a cleansing. So he's being offered this cup for a new partnership beginning, and he doesn't want to take it externally. Because he's got too much transactional with the goldfish there. He's got too much transactionally tied up, and he's being watched by his Lord and Master. Is that Felon Muskrat, Leon Muskrat, or is that Felon 45? It's a new opportunity, a new cleansing to make the right choice. Let's see where it goes. Internally, I don't think he's going to be able to because he is restricted in what he can do. And he chose for that restriction. He wanted that position of in foreign affairs. He's going to find himself restricted. It's here on offer. I don't think he's going to be able to take it. The hopes and fears. Be careful what you wish for. There's a little rat up there pooping in your cup. Be careful what you wish for. Agreements made in the back rooms may not be the best idea. The outcome, harsh truth being brought forward for the United States about their failing relationships with the Knight of Swords and the Lovers card. That was the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Swords, in case you're not sure. I'm a storyteller via the images with an underlying understanding of what the cards mean, so I don't necessarily identify the cards, and I do apologise for that for those that would like me to. It's just my natural way of reading. But there's a harsh truth coming forward for the United States about their failing relationships on the world stage, where their position as the warrior of the warrior is going to be stalled. Wow. If I go to the bottom, The Ten of Pentacles, the money basket or the opportunity basket is empty. Rubio is coming away with nothing. The light is being shone on those toxic snakes that are trying to impede progress forward. On the world stage, secrets are being revealed, and it's bringing an ending to the moral, financial, and ethical corruption of the oligarchical class that leaves those that are most vulnerable out in the cold. It's coming, and this is part of it. The illusion, the smoke and mirrors, the choices of greed and power and vanity and possessions is going to be exposed. Their poor choices are going to be exposed. This is the oligarchs I'm talking about here. And there is a rebalancing coming. A justice. Wow. 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 I am just going to say, I think Rubio was completely blindsided. And he is coming away from his world negotiations. Okay, how's Felon 45 going to feel about this? We'll just do a 3, 2, 1. How's Felon 45? Okay, I was thinking of the word impotent, and I was given the word emasculated. And as I split the deck, the false victory is going to end in a sobbing loss. I keep feeling he's going to have some sort of emotional breakdown. What card did I see there? I saw the death card, and then that one popped out. Death of the Emperor. I keep seeing he's going to have some sort of emotional breakdown, hopefully public. I also do see that Musk is going to have some sort of psychotic episode. Again, hopefully public. I don't think Musk's is going to be. I think Felon 45's is going to be, but I don't think Musk's is going to be. This is going to feel more like luxurious hotel suite type thing. I don't even think it's the Lincoln Room. I wouldn't even have a clue what the Lincoln Room looks like. Could be because of the 4-poster bed there. Could very well be. I don't know what the Lincoln Room looks like. I can see like a beautiful white cover on the bed. It's a big bed, and it's got turned posts on the side. Actually, it might very well be in the Lincoln Room. Wow. Now that I'm looking around the room, I can see paneling, wood paneling, and like, I just say classy ornaments and paintings and stuff, not like that tat that 45 has on the mantelpiece and over the fire in the Oval Office. It looks like some 14-year-old showing off his gold plastic football trophies. Anyhow, how's Felon 45 going to feel about this? Come on down, let's have a look. The failing relationships, judgment, collective awakening at the failing relationships, and the Knight of Cups, the emotional offerings, but could be false offerings. If you do this for me, I'll do this for you type thing. Or failing relationships, a judgment moment on what he actually has to offer. And he's been found lacking. been found wanting. We've got the world cycle coming to an end. And the Five of Cups, emotional devastation. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles, the weighing and being found wanting. Queen of Swords, it's my Harris card, but it might simply be some sort of prosecution. And there we've got his dementia, a ruling. Is it his dementia, or is it a ruling on his poor choices that were based on greed and addiction, finding himself trapped, messaging trapped? This is stroke energy here. Moral, financial, ethical corruption being exposed, but this also may be that he finds himself outcast. Outcast, this is government or higher authorities, it can be hospitals, and an ending, Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. The Five of Wands throwing under the bus, the full illumination with the sun, the forward progress being stalled, the volatile information being coming out about the snake in the path, and we've got the big stick moment, and we've got the money trails, and we've got the overreach, and we've got Russia, and we've got judgment. Here's F. I'm just going to put it that way. Here's F. Brought it all upon himself. He had the opportunity to take the money that he inherited, not the stuff he stole, and do amazing things with it. But because he was so empty within, he didn't have the ability. He tried to fill that empty space within, and you see this a lot. Musk is the same, Teal is the same. These guys have really bad father relationships. They have this lacking empty vacuum within themselves, and they try to fill it with external instead of doing their own healing. And I am just going to say it's not going to work out well for him. That's just what my guys were telling me. They were telling me he is pretty. See you later. Bye-bye.